How's it going? How we doing? How we doing? It is a great day. Absolutely awesome.
How was that bed working?
Well, we stayed at the Airbnb. Yeah, it was nice. It was yeah, Airbnb was nice.
Oh, okay. Well, I got to see them back in lights were out, and I was like, oh wow. Yeah. I said, I know somebody that wore out yesterday. So I know y'all were asleep, and I was like, okay, so they're already in the bed.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex for today's South Atlantic Conference quarterfinal series between the Catawba College Catawba Indians and your Carson-Newman Eagles. A reminder that Carson-Newman and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages at the site of competition is prohibited. We thank you in advance for your cooperation.
Okay. Well, I guess you do it. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you when I get back home. All right, bye.
Let's go, ladies! Isn't that cute?
Weather's perfect. It is. It's nice out there.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineups. First four is considered the home team for today's contest from Salisbury, North Carolina, the Catawba College Catawba Indians. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 1, Grace Flynn. Batting second, playing second, number 11, Alexis Monroe. Batting third and playing in center field, number 4, Brianna Gallagher. Cleanup hitter and catcher, number 30, Maddie Altiers. Batting fifth and playing in right field, number 15, Michaela Hartman. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 12, Ada Prescott. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 2, Emily Coffey. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 14, Jordan McCorkle. Batting ninth and playing in left field, number 9, Dakota Wilkins. The starting pitcher for Catawba is number 18, Kate Holland. Catawba is coached by Allie Lyerly, assisted by Shane Prescott and Kaylee Bates. Athletic trainer is Tasha James.
What's the name?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the starting lineup for your Carson-Newman Eagles. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 33, Malia Smith. Batting second, playing in center field, number 14, Abby Martin. Batting third, playing first base, number 40, Macaulay Bailey. Cleanup hitter and third baseman, number 47, Grace Gregory. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 44, Addie Saunders. Batting sixth and catching, number 19, Anne Marie Richards. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 22, Sarah Walker. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 4, Katie Messina. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 2, Reese Winchester. The starting pitcher for the Eagles is number 3, Lorelei Spradlin. Carson-Newman is coached by Michael Graves, assisted by Holly Tucker Vance and Hayden Dye. Athletic trainer is Colby Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise. First for our invocation, given today by Carson-Newman softball player Emma Ramika, and then please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for this beautiful day and for the opportunity to come together and play today. I pray that you would place a hand of protection over this game and over all the athletes here. I pray that you keep everyone safe and free from injury and give each player strength today. Help them to represent you in all they do, both on and off the field today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your caps. Curtain former service members may render a salute as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
On a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Jefferson City, Tennessee, a trip is within reach as the 3-seed Carson-Newman looks to punch its ticket against the 6-seed Catawba in Game 2 of the South Atlantic Conference Tournament quarterfinals. On Eagle Sports Network, I'm Matt Scalzo. So glad you could make me a part of your Sunday. It's another sun-splashed day on the banks of Mossy Creek, just under 60 degrees with specks of clouds in the distance here for Game 2. As we'll take a look at the tournament bracket, 3 of the top 4 seeds have already punched their ticket to Hickory. Top seed LR sweeping E&H. Lincoln Memorial did the same against Mars Hill. Meanwhile, the 2-seed Anderson needed 3 games to take care of Wingate. A pesky Bulldog squad that was sitting in the top 8 of the regional rankings. We'll see how everything shakes out heading towards the national tournament. Carson-Newman looks to join the top seeds, and the task is simple. Win, and the Eagles head to Hickory. While Catawba needs to win 2 games today, and it starts here in Game 2 with Kate Holland in the circle. Allie Lyerly going to her second starting pitcher after the stellar start from Alex Backey yesterday. Holland this season, an 8-5 record in now 29 appearances, starting in her 11th game. 72 2/3 innings, 37 strikeouts to 33 walks. Opponents batting .321 against the right-hander. She steps on the slab. Malia Smith climbs into lefty's batter's box. And we are underway in Game 2. First pitch at 1:02 local time. It dips down and away from Malia Smith. Catawba is the home team here in Game 2. If they are to force a Game 3, it would be a coin flip to see who is the home side. 1-0 to Smith. Shows bunt, pulls back, and it sizzles on the outer part of the plate from Holland for her first strike of the afternoon. 1-1 to Smith. Chopper back up the middle and into center field for a leadoff base hit from Malia Smith. South Atlantic Conference's Freshman of the Year. Starts the afternoon on a high note for Carson-Newman. This is the rest of the lineup that the Eagles bring out. Abby Martin is the center fielder, stepping into the righty's batter's box, with Macaulay Bailey, the first baseman, batting third. Grace Gregory's the third baseman in the cleanup spot. Here's the first pitch to Martin. This is low, gets away from the catcher, Altiers up towards the circle, and Smith takes advantage of it, scampering up to second base. And instantly the Eagles have a runner in scoring position, represented by Malia Smith. Martin picked up a base hit yesterday. 1-0, hangs low, 2 balls and no strikes against the senior out of Gadsden, Alabama. Started the season so hot. Has been through a tough stretch over the last handful of games. The 2-0. Skips in, gets past Altier. She has no idea what it is. Smith turns around, feed, on her way home. Eagles! A demon on the baseballs. Malia Smith taking advantage of Kate Holland miscues. And the Eagles break the ice in the top of the first inning. Holland not having the start she would have liked. Altiers behind the plate. Couldn't find it. 3-0 to Martin. Runs into the top of the zone. 3-1.
Come on, Abby.
A 1-0 Carson-Newman lead in the top of the first. A 3-1 count. The pitch home from Holland. This is down in. The first 2 have reached for Carson-Newman as Abby Martin works a 5-pitch walk. And it brings Macaulay Bailey to the plate, stepping into the righty's batter's box.
Go, Mac.
Corners creep in against Bailey. Goes after the first pitch she sees from Holland and chops it down the third base side to her head coach, Michael Graves. Graduate assistant Hayden Dye is the first base coach. Bailey opened the scoring with an RBI single in the bottom of the first of Game 1 yesterday. Here's the 0-1. Bailey drives one, left center field, and it drops in front of the center fielder Gallagher charging in. A Now the first three have reached for Carson-Newman here against Kate Holland. That brings the cleanup hitter, Grace Gregory, to the plate. Talking about the rest of the Carson-Newman order, Addie Saunders stands on deck as a left fielder. As we'll have a chance to dissect it more as head coach for Catawba, Allie Lyerly, heads out to the circle, trying to settle the nerves of Kate Holland. So Gregory climbing in. Saunders, the left fielders, batting fifth, with Anne-Marie Richards, the catcher, batting sixth. Sarah Walker's the DP in the seventh spot. Right fielder Katie Mathena bats eighth, and Reese Winchester, the lone change offensively and defensively for Carson-Newman from yesterday, slots in as the nine-hitter and second baseman. Lorelei Spradlin will be in the circle for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the first. She's already working with a lead after Malia Smith put pressure on the bases and made the wild pitches of Kate Holland lead to a 1-0 lead. First offering to Gregory, shows bunt, goes after it, is unable to put it down, and it's a first pitch strike as Holland looks to settle down against the first team all-sack third baseman, and Grace Gregory was 0 for 3 yesterday. Holland looking at the wristband on her left arm, has her sign on the 0-1 home. Gregory hammers it! Right center! From Grace Gregory! Her 10th home run of the season, and no doubter, and a tape measure shot to right center field. It's 4-0 Carson-Newman in the top of the first. Allie Lyerly comes onto the field from the third base side. Holland rips off her mask, and the day has come to a close for Kate Holland. Sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia, faces 4, gets no outs, and all 4 score a bases clearing 3-run home run from Grace Gregory. And turning to the bullpen is Lyerly, going to Lainey Rusko, junior right-hander out of Lexington, North Carolina. What a start for Carson-Newman. Just 2 runs yesterday, working against Alex Backey, who should be noted as warming up in the left field bullpen for Catawba. A complete game for Backey. And Lyerly trying to take the load off of Backey and maybe just get through an inning or two before turning back to their veteran right-hander. But Carson-Newman flipping this game on its head. Malia Smith, a single, scored on a pair of wild pitches, and then Grace Gregory, the big swing. Turns to Rusko, and her first pitch to Addie Saunders, clubbed up and out of play up onto Davis Street down the third base side, and it's 0-1. Rusko this season making her 13th appearance, a 4.74 ERA and a 3-2 record in 34 innings of work. There's the 0-1. Off speed, Saunders chops it to second, gobbled up by Alexis Monroe, and she'll go to first for the first out here in the top of the first. And we'll take a look at the Catawba defense. Starting in the outfield, moving from left to right, it's Dakota Wilkins in left, Brianna Gallagher in center, Michaela Hartman in right. Anne-Marie Richards will step into the righty's batter's box as Rusko gets her first sign. Comes home to Richards, wave and a miss, and that's 0-1. From first to third around the infield, it is Ada Prescott, Alexis Monroe, Grace Flynn, and Jordan McCorkle. Maddie Altiers is the catcher. Rusko in the circle. Here comes the 0-1 to Richards. This is down and in, 1-1. And the 2 meetings in Salisbury on April 9th for Carson-Newman against Catawba, they used big innings to put away on what was a dominating sweep, the 1-1. Comes down the pipe from Rusko, ahead 1-2. A 9-run third inning in game 1 and an 8-run third in game 2. Held the Eagles to their most dominant sweep of the season. Both run rule victories. 10-run margins in both contests. Here comes the 1-2 to Richards, an off speed that bounces in front of home plate. Count scores up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also in game 1 on April 9th, Grace Gregory started the scoring with a 3-run home run. She does the same here in game 2, the 2-2. Richards goes after the rise ball and glances it straight back. Coach Michael Graves probably couldn't drop a more ideal start for his offense. Two. Richards fights it off. Pops one up and out of play, first base side. We'll do it all over again on another 2-2.
Battle, baby, battle.
Here's another break even. Richards turns on it left field, but hooks it foul, and that ball will exit over the fence. She'll look to straighten it out on the next offering.
Come on, battle, baby. Keep battling.
8th pitch of the at-bat on its way between Rusko and Richards. Here's another 2-2. It's an off-speed that Richards cracks into left field. It skitters along the turf and out of reach for a diving Grace Flynn. It's a 1-out base knock for Anne-Marie Richards. Already the 4th hit here on the top of the first inning for Carson-Newman. It brings Sarah Walker, the DP, to the plate as Richards continues her hot streak. And a strong end to the regular season has carried it forward into the postseason. First offering to Walker, deflects it into the netting along the first base side. That home run by Gregory was the first for Carson-Newman since April 18th. A solo home run from Macaulay Bailey, game 1 against Coker. Here's the 0-1 to Walker. Fouls it straight back. Quickly 0-2 in favor of Rusko.
Battle, you got this.
It's been a change of pace for Carson-Newman from last season. So many home run hitters, a lot more bounce in this year's lineup. So just the 24th long ball of the season for the Eagles. 10th for Gregory. Here's an 0-2 to Walker. Misses high above the letters, and it's 1-2. Carson-Newman in its alternate all orange with white pinstripes look. Eagles written in cursive on the front of the jersey with white numbers on the front and the back. Here's the 1-2 to Walker. Spoils with a foul ball on the first base side.
There, baby.
White socks with white stirrups. 2 thin orange stripes on the upper part of the calf. A white batting helmet for Carson-Newman. Meanwhile, for Catawba, all white home uniform look. 1-2 to Walker. Wave and a miss on the rise ball. And Rusko's got her first strikeout and out number 2 in the top of the first.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 4, Katie Athena.
Go, Katie. Keep it going, baby. Keep it going.
Carson-Newman saw Rusko in both games on April 9th. First pitch to Katie Mathena, off speed that drops beneath the knees. Rusko was the top pitcher for Catawba in that doubleheader. Here's the 1-0. Mathena, chopper, first base side, off the glove of Prescott on the backhand. It bounces up towards second base, and Mathena is aboard safely. Hard hit ball. It's the 5th hit for Carson-Newman in the top of the first. And it turns over to the 9-hitter in Reese Winchester.
Go, Reese. Go, girl.
It was going to be a tough play for Prescott, trying to field it on the second hop with a backhand scoop. Here comes the 9-hitter, Reese Winchester. First offering to him. Stamped in the heart of the zone. 0-1. Winchester started the year as the everyday second baseman for Carson-Newman, but with the emergence of Shelby Armstrong, fell out of favor. With Armstrong struggles, Winchester slided back in, the 0-1. Misses upstairs, pops out of the glove of Altiers and scampers up the first base side. Richards and Mathena advance another 60 feet, both into scoring position. With 2 away in the top of the first, a 4-0 Carson-Newman lead here in Game 2 of the SAC quarterfinals. 1-1 to Winchester. Turns on the off speed, a blooper into shallow left field. A Grace Flynn, the shortstop, moves back and over the shoulder grab for out number 3, but Carson-Newman draws first blood. A 3-run home run from Grace Gregory, a no-doubter. 4-0, Carson-Newman heading to the bottom of the first on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Top of the first inning and getting the ball for Carson-Newman, Lorelei Spradlin in the circle. The sophomore comes in with a 2.93 ERA, making her 13th start of the year, a 6-1 record in the regular season across 71 2/3 innings of work. Faces Grace Flynn, the right-hander comes home and misses outside the right-handed hitting Flynn for a first pitch ball. 32 strikeouts to 31 walks for Spradlin. Opponents batted .290 against her in the regular season. A 1-0. Moves in against Flynn, 2-0. Spradlin looking to settle the nerves after her offense gave her a 4-run cushion in the top of the first. 2-0. Flynn drives it foul down the right field line. Mathena towards the line, makes the grab. Katie Mathena with a strong defensive play. Helps out her childhood friend and teammate for out number 1.
Now batting second baseman number 11, Alexis Monroe.
So Spradlin gets her first out, and here comes Alexis Monroe. First pitch to Monroe, clips in the zone for a first pitch strike. Spradlin's been regaining her confidence towards the end of the regular season and into today's start. Here comes the 0-1. Just misses low and away. One ball and one strike. Spradlin has tossed 2 complete games in her last 3 outings. The 1-1. Line drive, left center, and it splits the gap up to the wall. Around first goes Monroe. The throw into second base is late from Saunders. And it's a 1-out double for Alexis Monroe to get Catawba's offense going. Picked up all sack honors for her work in the regular season. A frozen rope sets the table for Brianna Gallagher in the righties batter's box. First pitch to Gallagher. High and outside. Gallagher in her final season with Catawba has been one of the league's premier hitters year after year. Same story this year. The 1-0 misses beneath the knees. 2 balls and no strikes. Second team All-SAC this season. Fresh off an All-American year in 2025 where she was named SAC Player of the Year. 2-0. Gallagher chops it foul third base side, and it's 2-1. 2-1 from Spradlin. Gallagher hammers it, right center field. Mathena back, it's off the top of the wall. Mathena picks it up, fires it into second. Gallagher feet first strike. Monroe comes in to score. And Catawba is on the board with back-to-back hard-hit doubles. And left center and now right center off the bat of Gallagher. Just inches away from another home run. Would have been her 9th of the season. She picks up RBI number 55. And a quick visit in the circle initiated by Anne-Marie Richards brings in the entire infield and outfield. Trying to calm down Lorelei Spradlin here. As I was saying for Spradlin, 2 complete games in her last 3. Across her last 3 games, she's gone 19 innings, picking up 11 strikeouts to just 5 walks. Has been 2-1 in those appearances. As Maddie Altiers will step into the righty's batter's box. Gallagher with her 2nd RBI of the weekend. First pitch to Altiers, a wave and a miss as Spradlin throws it past her. Altiers trying to find her groove in her own way after a tough game 1. The 0-1. Pops it up. First base side. It will drift foul. And Spradlin gets ahead 0-2. Altiers was 0 for 2 yesterday. A pair of strikeouts on 3 pitches against Tatiana Stamper. Was pulled in place of Rachel Presley. Here comes an 0-2 from Spradlin. Strike 3! Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, says Lorelei Spradlin on 3 pitches for her first strikeout, and out number 2. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Right at the knees against Altiers. She's down by way of the K for the 3rd time this weekend. As here comes Michaela Hartman, left-hander, takes the first pitch ball, down and away from Spradlin. Hartman, one of the 5 all-SAC players for Catawba. 1-0. This is a touch inside from Spradlin. 2 balls and no strikes. Against Hartman, who was 0 for 3 in game 1. Has Gallagher in scoring position, the 2-0. Hartman pushes it foul, third base side. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Catawba's cut into the deficit, trailing by 3 after 4 from Carson-Newman, the top of the first. An RBI double from Brianna Gallagher made it 4-1. She stands on second. Here comes a 2-1 to Hartman. Chopper, left side, fielded on a backhand by Smith. Has Gallagher in a rundown, goes to third with Gregory. Back towards second, Winchester. Back to third, Smith applies the tag, and Gallagher is out.
Didn't call it yesterday, not gonna call it today.
So Spradlin works out of the trouble. It was a seeing eye single, what felt like it would be for Hartman, but Gallagher, the big swing, gets tagged down the bases, makes it 4-1 heading into the 2nd inning. Carson-Newman in front on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Patient now, be patient.
Top of the 2nd inning, It's 4-1 Carson-Newman. Both squads striking for runs in the first inning. 4 for Carson-Newman, 1 for Catawba. Malia Smith leads off. Swung and missed on the first pitch, and now the 0-1 comes in. Misses high and outside, and it's 1-1.
Hey, expect it, Bree. Expect it short, kid.
Smith led off the game and in the top of the first with a single up the middle. Came in to score after a pair of wild pitches, the 1-1. Half swing, pops it up and out of play. Scored the game's first run and started a streak of what was the first 4 reaching for Carson-Newman, ending with a 3-run home run from Grace Gregory. 1-2. Smith, a chopper, first base side, snagged on the backhand by Prescott. She'll go to first and apply the tag to the back of her glove as Smith dives in just a touch late for out number 1.
Abby Martin.
Go, Abby!
Prescott
Tough play, Prescott. Good job, kid.
had a tough play to make in the first inning, was unable to come up with it. Rectifies that here in the top of the second as Abby Martin settles in and takes the first pitch strike. Sizzles on the outside part of the plate from Rusko. 0-1. Kate Holland got the start in the circle for Catawba. Faced 4 batters, got nobody out, and Rusko stepped in. Worked around a pair of singles from Richards and Mathena. 0-1 rises above the zone to Martin. 1-1.
I wonder if they brought her in, but she was the best.
Martin worked a walk, came in to score in the first. 1-1, jammed inside, bounces one towards third. McCorkle scoops it up, snapped up to first. A strong throw for out number 2, retires Martin.
Keep rolling, kid.
First baseman, Bailey.
Rusko appeared in both games against the Eagles back on April 9th. Went 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, both of them earned on 5 hits. First pitch to Macaulay Bailey, clubbed foul.
Be patient, baby. Be patient. Make it be what you want.
There comes the 0-1. Swing and miss on a rise ball from Rusko. And it's quickly 0-2 as Rusko looks for a 1-2-3 second.
Battle now, battle.
Very strong in game 1 when she pitched against Carson-Newman in relief. Got the start in game 2 and was chased after an inning and a third. Here's the 0-2. Bailey pops it up and it'll stay on the infield on the right side. Monroe, the second baseman's there. And it's a 1-2-3, top of the second for Rusko. Swinging some energy towards the Catawba dugout. Catawba bats coming back up in the bottom of the second when we return on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Carson-Newman in front 4-1 here in game 2 of SAC quarterfinal series against Catawba. Lorelei Spradlin comes back out trying to answer Lainey Rusko at a 1-2-3 top of the second. Faces Ada Prescott. First pitch to Prescott. Hangs low. That's a first pitch ball. Prescott, then Emily Coffey and Jordan McCorkle. 3 due up for the Indians here in the second frame. 1-0 to the left-hander. Misses down and in, 2-0. Prescott was 0 for 2 with a walk in game 1. Righty on lefty matchup. Here's the 2-0 from Spradlin. Called strike on the inner half.
That's a good take.
Spradlin settles back into the at-bat. 2-1. Low and away. 3-1. Walks at times have hurt Spradlin this season, and especially noticed in her lone appearance in relief against Catawba in that regular season meeting. Right-hander home on the 3-1. Prescott, a ground ball that bounces up the middle and into center field. Leadoff base hit. And the bottom of the second for Prescott. Third hit for Catawba. Brings Emily Coffey to the plate. For Spradlin, she pitched in game 1 against Catawba. Just won a third of an inning. Got allowed 2 runs, both of them earned via 3 walks. Didn't surrender a hit. As Emily Coffey shows bunt. Offers that, it pulls back. A snap throw back to first by Richards. Sees Prescott dive in. Winchester is covering the bag with the corners of Bailey and Gregory crashing in. Both corner infielders about 10 steps in front of their respective bags. Creeping closer on the 1-0. Coffey pulls back on another bunt. This paints outside from Spradlin, 1-1. Coffey gets the nod in the DP spot today for Allie Lyerly. Did not appear in either game against the Eagles back in early April. 1-1. Coffey puts the bunt down. Back to Spradlin just in front of the circle. Goes to first where Winchester's covering. It's a 1-4 put out for out number 1. Advancing up to second goes Prescott on a productive sac bunt from Coffey. Puts another runner in scoring position as Jordan McCorkle will step in. Stands in the righty's batter's box. The third baseman's first pitch is dropping into the bottom part of the zone. Spradlin ahead on a first pitch strike. McCorkle in game 1, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. There's the 0-1. Comes skimming along the top of the turf. Good scoop by Richards behind the plate. Keeps Prescott over at second. Here's the 1-1. McCorkle, hard ground ball, out of reach for Smith, and he'll split the gap left center. Around third comes Prescott into straight. Double for Jordan McCorkle, and the lead has been cut in half. It's 4-2. 3 hits for Catawba. All have been extra base hits. And McCorkle gets a much-needed hit, as Holly Tucker-Vance will come out of the first base dugout. Talk with Spradlin. That ball was sizzling off the bat of McCorkle. Nothing Smith could do about it, even with her superhero-esque effort. Catawba taking advantage when they've had runners in scoring position. They are 1 for 2, or now 2 for 3 rather, with runners in scoring position already in game 2. And a stark difference from yesterday's pitchers' duel between Backey and Stamper. Spradlin now faces the 9-hitter Dakota Wilkins, who's not your prototypical 9-hitter. First team all-SAC utility and pitcher this season. Lefty's first pitch he sees. Catches the outside corner for Spradlin, 0-1. Wilkins yesterday broke up the no-hit bid for Atiana Stamper in the top of the 6th with a single to right field. Scored Catawba's lone run on a double from Gallagher, the 0-1. Misses low, 1-1. Standing tall in the lefty's batter's box. Awaits the 1-1 from Spradlin. Here it comes. called strike at the bottom part of the zone. 1-2 now. Wilkins reached base both times she got up yesterday. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Spradlin with their second strikeout. A huge out here in the second inning. Puts 2 outs on the board as it turns over now to the top of the order with Grace Flynn. Spradlin worked low, went low and inside. Wilkins waves through it. As here comes Grace Flynn. Flew out to right field in foul territory her first time up in the bottom half of the first. First pitch from Spradlin. Moves outside to the right-handed hitting shortstop. His first team all SAC at second base, but with the changes defensively for Lyerly, Flynn has turned into the everyday shortstop. 1-0. Wave to miss from Flynn on a off-speed from Spradlin. Count goes to 1-1. Sets up deep in the righty's batter's box with a tall, narrow stance. 1-1. Flynn jammed, pops it up, second base side. Winchester dives in, she makes the grab. A Gold Glove-worthy play from Reese Winchester at second base. Has been watching a lot of Abby Martin highlights. Makes a spectacular grab to end the bottom of the second. Lays out, holds on to it. Holds Catawba to 1 run. The bottom of the second, we go to the third. 4-2 Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while. 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Top of the third inning, 4-2, Carson-Newman in front. Grace Gregory took the first pitch ball down and in from Rusco. The 1-0, Gregory lines it left field. It turns around the left fielder Wilkins, and it hops over the wall. A ground rule double for Grace Gregory. Leads off the top of the third. After an 0-for-3 outing in game 1, Gregory 2 for 2 to start game number 2. A 3-run home run, her first time up. And she picks up another extra base hit and scrapes over the wall on a ground rule double as opposed to a home run. Gives Addie Saunders a runner in scoring position. A sac bunt laid down, picked up by the third baseman McCorkle as it looked like it was going to spin foul. And Saunders is safely aboard on a perfectly executed sac bunt that turns into an infield base hit for Addie Saunders. And it puts runners on the corners for Anne-Marie Richards. Spun right in front of home plate. McCorkle had nowhere to go. Richards goes after the first pitch from Rusco, pops it up into foul ground, first base side. It fades out of play. Richards 1 for 1 with a base hit in the top of the first inning. Here's the 0-1. Richards glances it foul straight back on a rise ball.
Now, baby, battle.
And it's 0-2. Gregory at third. Saunders at first. Here comes the 0-2. Richards lifts a sky-high fly ball out to left. Wilkins drifting back in front of the running track makes the grab. Tagging from third goes Gregory, and tagging from first is Saunders. Gregory scores on a sac fly from Richards. It's 5-2 Carson-Newman in the top of the third inning. And with a deep fly, and Saunders with good speed is advantageous. Takes up to second base.
Base hit scores, baby. Base hit
So
scores.
Sarah Walker comes up with a runner in scoring position. Saunders one away in the top of the third inning. First pitch to Walker. Misses down and in. One ball, no strikes. Sarah Walker 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Rusko the first time up. 1-0. Slices one, foul ground right field line, and it drifts into the right field bullpen. Squares the count to 1-1.
Go to right here, 2-2.
Here's the 1-1. Walker pushes it down the right field line, and it's foul. Count goes to 1-2. Eagles drag across their first run against Rusko. It's back to a 3-run lead. The 1-2. A rise ball that races above the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If there's anything that can really agitate head coach Michael Graves, it is when his team swings at rise balls. Here's the 2-2. Walker goes after one and comes up empty. And a stone-cold stare from the third base coach as Walker's down by way of the K for the second time today. Puts 2 outs on the board as Katie Mathena steps in. First pitch to Mathena is an off-speed that loops in and drops just beneath the knees. 1-0. Mathena singled her last time up. Here's the 1-0. Mathena lines one in. It sinks in the left field in front of Wilkins. Saunders motors around third, slides in, feet first to home in safely. An RBI single from Katie Mathena. Pushes the lead back up to 4 for Carson-Newman at 6-2 in the top of the third inning. A pair of sophomores that have stepped up as this season has moved along, joining forces. Mathena with her 22nd RBI this season brings Reese Winchester to the plate. First pitch swing for Winchester, hooks it foul down the left field line. Mathena 2 for 2 now with a pair of singles. Here comes an 0-1. Winchester pops it up and out of play. And the pitch that was working towards the bottom part of the zone. 0-2. Backey warming up once more in the left field bullpen for Catawba. As Mathena over at first, infield back, the 0-1. The 0-2 rather, sails upstairs. 1-2. Winchester for much of this season led Carson-Newman in walks. Has great plate discipline. Here's the 1-2. An off-speed that bounces in front of home plate. Smothered by Altiers behind the dish. Holds Mathena at first. Squares the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away. Break even. Misses low. Winchester working backwards from 0-2 to a full count. 2 outs in the top of the third. A 6-2 lead for Carson-Newman. Added a pair of runs here in the top of the third.
Base hit right here, base hit.
Payoff pitch to Winchester. Slow roller picked on the backhand by McCorkle. No, she can't squeeze it. Pops away to her left, and it will be an error against McCorkle. Second on the weekend for the third baseman, and Winchester continues this inning as it turns over now to the top of the order with Malia Smith. Mathena advances up to second.
All right, Leah, take your time, baby. Be patient.
Smith 1 for 2, had a ground ball single in the first. Showing bunt here, pulls back as Rusko misses a hair low. And And the count goes to 1-0 against the shortstop. Has Mathena at second, Winchester at first. Infield in for Catawba. 1-0. Bounces in. Losing it for a moment was Altiers. Now holds on to it and calls time. She'll head out to the circle to talk to Rusco. The count goes to 2-0 against Smith. Mathena, a large secondary lead. Altiers had to watch her back to second base before going to Rusco. Michael Graves and his squad off to a better start offensively here in game 2. And after a visit in the circle from Altiers, Allie Lyerly jog out from the third base side dugout and have a one-on-one chat with Rusco. Puts her arm around her shoulder, trying to settle things down in a 2-0 count. In the top of the third inning, a 4-run advantage for Carson-Newman here in game 2. Catawba season hanging in the balance on this Sunsplash Sunday. Head coach Michael Graves is also going to take advantage. He calls his own meeting on the third base side with Malia Smith, who's at bat, Abby Martin, who's on deck, and then the base runners, and Katie Mathena at second, Reese Winchester at first. Long conversation between Lyerly and Rusco. Lenny Fox is going to now come out and join the pair. And that will do it. That was an extended visit in the circle for Lyerly. Lenny Fox breaks it up. He's the home plate umpire here in game 2. Game 1's home plate umpire Ray Thacker at third, and Carolyn Zeisler occupies the first base side. As everyone disperses back to their spots, Smith settles in deep in the lefty's batter's box. The 2-0 from Rusco. Catches the top of the zone. Gets back in this count. 2-1 with 2 away. Carson-Newman trying to complete the top 4 seeds with a trip to Hickory next week in championship weekend. 2-0 Smith, the liner, climbing the ladder is the second baseman Monroe to squeeze it and get out number 3 here in the top of the third inning. But Carson-Newman adds a pair of runs. Gregory, another long ball, gets things going. 6-2, bottom of the third on its way on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
After 2 innings, the day comes to a close for Lorelei Spradlin. Game 1 starter Atiana Stamper returns to the circle after a dazzling Game 1 performance. Complete game, allowing just 2 hits, 1 run, striking out 7 Catawba hitters. She'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom of the third, beginning with Alexis Monroe. Monroe, the second baseman, ended top of the third with a nice snag on a liner from Malia Smith. Steps in the righty's batter's box. Stamper's first pitch misses down and in, 1-0. Monroe picked up the first hit for Catawba in the bottom of the first and scored the first run. It was a double into left center and then a double to right center by Brianna Gallagher, who's on deck. Cut the lead down to 3. Here's the 1-0. Called strike. Right down the chute from Stamper, 1-1. First team all-sack pitcher in Stamper. First Carson-Newman pitcher since Allison Rager in 2019 to be named to first team all-conference. 1-1, pulled foul down the left field line by Monroe. Saw that pitch well. Count goes to 1-2. Huge bounce-back outing for Stamper in Game 1 after getting rocked against Lenore-Rhine to end the regular season. Just going an inning and 2/3, her shortest start of the season. Gave up 7 runs. Answered back with 7 strikeouts. Here's a 1-2. Monroe pulls it high and foul. Up the left field line. The catch is made by Carson-Newman father. And it looks to be Lorelei Spradlin's dad, who's helped me move equipment at times this season. Here comes the 1-2 to Monroe. Puts this in play. Lazy fly ball into right center field. Martin moves over into the gap and puts away Monroe for out number 1, bottom of the 3rd. Brings up Brianna Gallagher. Picked up her second RBI of the series with a double to right center that hit off the top of the wall. Just about a foot away from another home run this season. First pitch to Gallagher. Stamper cements it on the outer part of the plate to the right-hander. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 to Gallagher. Turns on it and sends a towering fly ball left center. Martin back against the wall. After coming away from a home run in the first, Gallagher goes yard in the bottom of the 3rd. A solo shot that was scraping the sky. Leaving over the left center field wall. Cuts the lead in half. It is 6-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. 3rd RBI of the weekend for Gallagher. 9th home run of the season and 56th RBI this season. Catawba's all-time leader in hits adds another in her final chapter. Gives some life back to the Indians as Maddie Altier steps into the righty's batter's box. Goes after the first pitch from Stamper. Pops it up shallow center. Smith and Martin converging. Smith makes the grab and Martin spins out of the way to avoid a heavy collision for out number 2. So Altiers, after going down on 3 pitches against Spradlin in the first and 3 pitches against Stamper both times yesterday, says I'm not going to wait any longer. Goes after the first pitch, but is out as Michaela Hartman steps in. Stamper's first offering hits in the heart of the zone, and it's 0-1. For Hartman, a fielder's choice her last time up, the 0-1. Wave and a miss. Stamper ahead 0-2, trying to answer back after the home run from Gallagher. Made it 6-3. 9th long ball of the season for Gallagher. An 0-2 from Stamper on the way. Fouled away by Hartman. Straight back behind home plate. Count stays where it is. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Infield playing back against Hartman, as is the outfield. Wind is calm today on this Sunday afternoon. The 0-2. Prescott, a half swing, chops it to the left side. Picked up by the shortstop, Smith. Hurries a throw to first, and it's in time to retire Hartman for out number 3. But Catawba cuts into it. Solo home run from Gallagher. 6-3 heading to the 4th on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/ Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopseeandeagles.com.
Allie Lyerly goes back to the bullpen. She brings out first team all-SAC utility/pitcher Dakota Wilkins. Here in the top of the fourth, Abby Nixon slides into left field in place of Wilkins, and it's 2, 3, and 4 due up. Beginning with Abby Martin, a 6-3 lead for Carson-Newman here in game 2. Wilkins, first pitch home to Martin, slices one down the right field line, in foul territory. It's Michaela Hartman, puts away Martin, one pitch and one out. Get things going for Wilkins in the fourth.
First baseman, number 40, Macaulay Bailey.
Brings Macaulay Bailey to the plate. Hartman with plenty of room out and right to make that play. Bailey 1 for 2. First pitch from Wilkins hangs outside. Open stance in the righty's batter's box. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Wilkins goes back to the well that has worked so well for Catawba. Upstairs with a rise ball, changing the eye level against these Carson-Newman hitters. 1-1 from Wilkins. Goes back to it. Bailey doesn't bite. 2-1. From Wilkins. Check swing from Bailey. She went around, says home plate umpire Lenny Fox. Squares the count to 2-2.
Come on, Mac.
Here's a break even from Wilkins. Misses low and away against Bailey. 3-2. Wilkins this season, pitching-wise, a 7-1 mark. And now 20 appearances. A 4.64 ERA, second best for this Catawba staff. Payoff pitch to Bailey. Lines it out into center field. Gallagher creeps over to her left and makes the play for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 47, Grace Gregory.
Go Grace!
Wilkins looking comfortable in the circle, looking for the second 1-2-3 inning for Catawba. Got one in the second. That was against the top of the order. As Grace Gregory settles in. First pitch from Wilkins. Brushes high and inside against Gregory. Wilkins across 51 and third innings pitched in the regular season. 39 strikeouts to 19 walks. Opponents did hit 327 against the freshman. 1-0. Sizzles into the zone. 1-1.
Come on, Grace.
Gregory 2 for 2. Home run to right center, a 3-run shot in the top of the first, and the ground rule double to kickstart the top of the third. 1-1. Pops it out of play. Straight back behind home plate. 1-2. Gregory continues what has been a torrid stretch to end this season, carrying it over into the SAC tournament. 1-2, high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Across the last 16 games of the regular season, Gregory batted .519, 5 home runs, and 24 RBIs. Break even from Wilkins. High and out. Full count.
All right, make it be what you want. Battle now, battle, win the battle.
Gregory's now added to that total across the last 18 games, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs. Wilkins comes home on the 3-2. Gregory turns, sinking line drive into left. Nixon dives, can't come up with it, and it bounces back up into the infield as Gregory turns around first, sprints up to second base.
Get it back, get it back.
Another hit for Gregory. She's 3 for 3. As Abby Nixon, who came into left field in place of Wilkins after the pitching change, tried to make the spectacular grab, but just couldn't get there. Fortunate it bounced forward rather than backwards as Addie Saunders steps in. Sees the first pitch high and outside towards the righty's batter's box from Wilkins. And a left-handed hitting left fielder gets ahead 1-0. She's 1 for 2, but singular last time up. There's the 1-0. And a strike right down Broadway from Wilkins. Stands deep in lefty's batter's box with an open stance. 1-1. Another strike called by Lenny Fox. As Wilkins gets ahead 1-2. Hitting towards the top half of the zone.
Win the battle, baby, win the battle.
Righty on lefty matchup. Wilkins looks to strand Gregory, the 1-2. Saunders stays alive, muscling one up onto Davis Street on the third base side.
Ain't nobody got to get it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Infield and outfield playing straight up against Saunders. A 1-2. Saunders clips one. Foul, third base side. It lands onto the hill.
Come on. Come on, win the battle, baby. Win the battle, Addie. You got this.
Wilkins looks to crack against Saunders. Here's the 1-2. Goes upstairs on an off-speed that sails well above the zone. Seemed to slip out of the hands of Wilkins. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gregory over at second. A 6-3 Carson-Newman lead here in the top of the 4th. 2-2 from Wilkins. Misses low. This long at-bat continues. Saunders working at full. Pitch number 8 upcoming between Saunders and Wilkins. As Gregory at second, the payoff pitch. That's low. And Saunders in an 8-pitch battle works a walk as the last 2 have reached for Carson-Newman. That brings Anne-Marie Richards to the plate.
The catcher, number 19, Anne-Marie Richards.
If Richards were to reach, the inning would continue, and standing on deck, Lacey Keck in place of Sarah Walker. After Walker's gone down on strikeouts her first 2 times at the plate.
Come on, Annie. You got
Wilkins
this. Base hit right here. Base
trying
hit
to
scores.
avoid that fate as Richards picked up an RBI and a sac flyer last time up. First pitch from Wilkins. A worm burner along the turf. And it's 1-0. After getting ahead against Saunders, the left fielder battled with a couple of foul balls. Wilkins missed the zone. Now she misses on the first pitch to Richards, and Maddie Altiers pop up from behind the dish. Go have a quick chat with Wilkins in the circle.
You got it.
And now returns to
right
her
here,
spot
base hit.
behind home plate. Richards across her last 5 games has picked up 4 RBIs. The 1-0. Wilkins, much needed mound visit, responds with a heater, hits in the zone. Richards added another RBI with a sac fly in the 3rd. 1-1. Richards flying driver, rather a skittering ball into center field. Gregory turns around 3rd. She comes in to score. Saunders goes up to 3rd on the throw-in that pops away from McCorkle. Richards will advance up to 2nd. make that 6 RBIs across the last 6 games for Richards.
Go, Lacey.
And it's 7-3 Carson-Newman in the top of the 4th inning. The freshman catcher continues to see the ball tremendously well. And hammers one that just skimmed across the turf. Lacey Keck now steps in. Lefty's first pitch that she sees, high and outside for her first pitch ball. Freshman by way of Knoxville, Tennessee, has slowly seen more time in the lineup, mainly as a pinch hitter. 5 for 16 at the plate this season. The 1-0 bounces in front of home plate. Sliding block to her left by Altiers. Keeps Saunders and Richards where they are. It's 2-0.
Your head, Lacey. Your head, baby. Make it do what you
2-0 to Keck. Goes after it, fouls it away. Deflects off of Altiers behind the dish. And she'll take a moment to gather herself. Doubleheader at Catawba. Altiers was hit with a multitude of foul balls, wild pitches, took a beating in that game. Here's the 2-0, or rather 2-1, excuse me. This is low, and now a hitter's count at 3-1 against Keck. Righty on lefty, the 3-1 home. Painted outside by Wilkins, and the count goes full against Keck. Came in yesterday as a pinch hitter. Popped out in a similar situation in the bottom of the 6th.
Win the battle.
Payoff pitch. Keck shoots it the other way, but it misses foul.
That's the way to battle,
To the left side of the left field line. Keck continues to try and break through against Wilkins. Richards at second, Saunders at third, a 7-3 lead for Carson-Newman. Another 3-2. Keck fights it off, flipping it straight back. Keck's been used as a two-way player, saw a lot of time as a pitcher early in the season, but lately it's been at the plate. Another 3-2. And Keck spoils, muscling one third base side off the end of her bat foul.
Way to battle. Straighten it up, baby. Straighten it up.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat on its way. As Wilkins comes home to Keck. And Keck goes after a rise ball, but is able to catch a piece. Would have been ball 4. Saw a similar sequence yesterday before Keck popped out with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th. Richards at second, Saunders at third. Wilkins home on a 3-2. Misses upstairs. Keck saw the ball better that time. Works a 2-out walk, and it loads the bases for Katie Mathena. A 10-pitch at-bat. And for the second time in this inning, Carson-Newman hitters work a long at-bat and get rewarded. It was Saunders first and an 8-pitch at-bat. Keck adds 2 more to that total to work the second walk here. Katie Mathena steps in, takes the first pitch strike from Wilkins. Last 4 have reached for Carson-Newman, all with 2 outs. Started with a double from Gregory, a walk from Saunders, an RBI single from Richards, and now the walk of Keck. Athena 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits. The 0-1 misses, misses upstairs, goes to the backstop, but a nice rebound off the netting comes straight back to Altiers. And all the Carson-Newman base runners hold where they are. Clipped off the glove of Altiers before going to the netting. Came straight back to her.
Base hit, baby, base hit.
Here's a 1-1. Wilkins fires one
in. You got a battle, baby, you got a
down
battle.
the gut to get ahead 1-2 against Mathena. Bases juiced with 2 away in the top half of the 4th inning. A 7-3 Carson-Newman lead. Righty on righty as Wilkins home on the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Goes the rise ball. Athena can't lay off it, and Carson-Newman leaves the bases loaded, but they add one. An RBI single from Anne-Marie Richards. 7-3 Carson-Newman, heading to the bottom of the fourth on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Lead has blossomed back up to 4 for Carson-Newman. 7-3 the advantage. Heading into the bottom of the fourth as Atiana Stamper looks to hold Catawba scoreless for the first time this afternoon. A run in the first, second, and third. For Catawba, this inning begins with the 6th hitter, Ada Prescott. Stands in the lefty's batter's box, and the first pitch from Stamper finds a strike. Crooked numbers, though, for Carson-Newman. That's been the name of the game. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the third. Added a run here in the top of the fourth inning on an RBI single from Anne-Marie Richards. The 0-1 from Stamper. Prescott fouls it straight back. Stamper ahead, 0-2. First batter she faces here in the fourth. Here comes the 0-2. Stamper works upstairs with the rise ball. Prescott doesn't bite at it. Comes the 1-2 from Stamper, goes back upstairs.
You got this. Work hard, buddy. Work hard, one.
Prescott again staying patient. Squares the count to 2-2. First hitter here in the bottom of the fourth. Stamper gets her sign, sets on the slab, the break-even home. Prescott turns on it, pulls it foul, first base side. Win here for Carson-Newman. They punch their ticket to Hickory for the championship series, hosted by top seed Lenore Ryan, beginning on Thursday. The 2-2. Prescott off the end of her bat, pops one up, and it lands on top of the third base dugout, where Catawba resides. Carson-Newman were to win, they would face Anderson. LR would face the lowest remaining seed, which would be number 4 Lincoln Memorial. 2-2. This is a touch outside from Stamper, and Prescott taking a page out of Carson-Newman's book, working a long at bat, makes it full. Payoff pitch from Stamper.
There it is.
3-2 popped up behind home plate. Richards going over. Can't make the grab. And so Prescott stays alive. Scary moments for our first base side camera operator, Andrew Rogers.
Go one right here, one. You got it.
Thought maybe he was going to have to make a play. Take him back to his high school days as an infielder. Here comes another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Prescott goes down by way of the K in a long battle with Stamper. Route number 1, first strikeout for the right-hander.
Designated player number 2, Emily Coffey.
Brings Emily Coffey, the DP, to the plate. Had a sack bunt her last time up. Stands in the lefty's batter's box. Stamper home. First pitch she throws is a rise ball. Coffey doesn't go after it. Small sample size for Coffey this season. Just her 6th start of the year. 6 for 18 at the plate and has picked up 6 RBIs over the course of the season. 1-0. Coffey fouls it straight back. This is the first start for Coffey since April 11th against Lincoln Memorial. Prior to that, it's been pinch hit appearances in the last 3, the 1-1. Glancing off the end of the bat of Coffey, count goes to 1-2. Pinch hit and pinch running appearances against Wise, Barton, and Coker to end the regular season. Here comes a 1-2 from Stamper. Coffey catches a piece of the rise ball and stays alive.
Hey, one more. Come on, 2. More strike. Come on.
Another 1-2 on the way. Stamper goes to the off speed. It just hangs outside to Coffey. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Base is empty here in the bottom of the 4th. The break even from Stamper on the way. Works outside again. Ball outside. Back-to-back full count at bats for Prescott. Now Coffey. Pitch number 7 upcoming. Payoff pitch. Another foul ball from Coffey. So this will go to pitch number 8.
Go on, Tiana. Come on, Tiana. You got this.
Stamper yesterday was so efficient in the Game 1 win, carving through this Catawba order. But here in her 2nd inning of work, back-to-back long at-bats with Prescott, now Coffey. Here's another payoff pitch. Coffey pops it up, foul ground 3rd base side. It lands on top of the fence down the left field line and goes into the bullpen. So we will go to pitch number 9. Between left-handed hitting Coffey and the right-hander and Stamper. He's been a workhorse this season for Carson-Newman. Wind is starting to pick up, gusting out towards center. The 3-2. So we'll go to pitch 10. Why not? Coffey fouls it away. Staying alive and seeing the ball well. Coffey is a pinch hitter against Coker to end the regular season. 1 for 2, picked up an RBI. Trying to give some life back to Catawba, chasing 4 in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 from Stamper on the way. Strike 3. A double-digit pitch at bat for Coffey. She goes down looking. Stamper with back-to-back strikeouts. Gets out number 2. As Malia Smith wanted to see what she was working with in that pitch. Paints it outside against left-handed hitting Coffey, and it brings up the 3rd baseman, Jordan McCorkle, 8-hitter in this Catawba order. An RBI double her last time up. Checks her swing on a rise ball and holds back for her first pitch ball. Oh, she actually went around as there was an appeal down to first by Lenny Fox and Carson-Newman. It was a close one. Not sure her hands broke there. Here comes the 0-1. Stamper goes back upstairs, and McCorkle doesn't have the bat leave her shoulder. Count goes to 1-1. Carolyn Zeisler, first base umpire, made the call that McCorkle went around. 1-1. Swing and a miss from McCorkle. Stamper looking for one more strike and one more out here in the fourth. It's been a long inning. Back-to-back long at-bats. Getting ahead early against McCorkle here. And the 1-2. Back upstairs. McCorkle avoids going after a tempting rise ball from Stamper. It's been her bread and butter pitch this season. Evens the count to 2-2. Pitch home from Stamper. Hangs outside, and so for the third time this inning, count goes full for a Catawba hitter against Stamper. Narrow stance in the righty's batter's box for McCorkle. The payoff pitch hangs just low beneath the knees, and McCorkle stays patient, reaches base for the second time today. Gets on with a walk. Brings up the 9-hitter, Dakota Wilkins. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. In the bottom of the second inning. Corners creep in for Carson-Newman. Middle infield back with their heels on the outfield turf. First pitch to Wilkins, fouled straight back on a rise ball from Stamper. Stamper gets her sign, looks at the wristband on her left arm. Here's the 0-1. Wilkins pops it up just into shallow right field towards the line. It's the second baseman, Winchester, ranging over for out number 3. McCorkle works a 2-out walk, but a pair of Ks from Stamper sends us into the 5th inning. 7-3, Carson-Newman in front on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Carson-Newman up 7-3 here in game number 2 of the South Atlantic Conference Finals. Reese Winchester leads off here in the top of the 5th against Dakota Wilkins. First pitch skips in low. Winchester, a pop out, and then reached on an error. And her 2 trips to the plate has made a couple of nice defensive plays out second base. 1-0, cuts through. Offering from Wilkins.
Go, Reese. Keep going the ball, baby. Keep going the ball. You got this. Base hit, baby. Base hit.
Aaliyah Smith and the top of the order for Carson-Newman waits on deck. 1-1. Wave and a miss from Winchester. And Wilkins gets ahead 1-2. Second inning of work for Wilkins. First time through for her. Gave up 2 hits, allowed 1 run. Strained at the bases loaded.
Come on, battle, baby, battle.
Against
You
Katie
got this.
Mathena.
Make it be you.
The 1-2. Winchester spoils. Popping one
Good try.
up and out behind the dish.
Let's work, work, kid, work.
Count stays where it is at 1 ball and 2 strikes. First hitter here in the top of the 5th for Carson-Newman. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Wilkins with her second strikeout. Ended the 4th with 1 and starts the 5th with another. As it comes to Malia Smith.
Baby, start it right here.
freshman shortstop. Sees the infield creep in against her, as it has been for pretty much all of this season for her. First offering from Wilkins dips low. Smith the single and came in a score in the top of the first inning. Since then, ground out and a line out for the Sacs freshman of the year. Here's the 1-0. Smith shows bunt, pushes it. Foul on the third base side.
Play your position now.
1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 home. Smith the chopper, third base side, and it's just foul. And out of reach for Jordan McCorkle trying to make the play.
It was either 6th grade or 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade.
So the count goes to 1-2. Abby Martin picks up the bat at Smith and hands it back to her.
She hasn't hit a home run yet. Well, I bet she did. She's got an in-park home run, but not a home run.
Smith trying to guide this ball.
Battle, baby, battle. You got this.
Any spot in the infield. Put some speed on the bases. The 1-2. Smith lines it left field. Playing in is the left fielder Nixon. And it's straight to her for out number 2.
Now batting, first in the field, number 14, Abby Martin.
Brings Abby Martin to the plate. Senior center fielder. A walk, a ground out, and a fly out on this Sunday afternoon.
Start it here.
First pitch to her. This is above the letters. Martin picked up her first all-conference honor in her tremendous Carson-Newman career. Made it onto the 3rd team in the outfield. 1-0. High and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. When talking to Martin about it, said she's happy to get it, but she wouldn't be the player or have this distinction without her teammates. Giving all the thanks to them for uplifting her throughout the season. 2-0 outside, and the first 3 have missed to Martin.
You know what's coming.
3 for her last 22 at the plate. But has picked up hits in back-to-back games, a walk earlier. There we go. This is low. It's a 4-pitch walk to Martin. She reaches base for the 2nd time today on a 2-out walk. Brings up Macaulay Bailey. Senior first baseman, 1 for 3 today. Picked up her 73rd hit of the season, one of the top marks in this conference. Goes after the first pitch, flies it out to left. Nixon doesn't have to move a muscle. Makes the play, and there's out number 3, the top of the 5th. Martin works a walk, but nothing further done. Bottom of the 5th we go. 4-run lead for Carson-Newman on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Bottom of the 5th inning, it's a 4-run lead for Carson-Newman, up 7-3. Fans lined along Davis Street, some baseball coaches in attendance. Go for one of the assistant coaches for Carson-Newman. They're Baseball season ended for the Eagles yesterday against Newberry as Stamper leads off with the first pitch ball that bounces in against Grace Flynn. The Eagles fell in the Wingate pod in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament, fell against LR and Newberry. The 1-0. Stamper clips the bottom rail of the zone against Grace Flynn. Gets the count square to 1-1.
Come on, Kiana, you got this.
1-1. Flynn, towering drive out towards left field. Saunders into the corner, can't make the play, and crashes into the gate. That leads towards the Carson-Newman locker room. Shakes it off and is okay on a long foul ball for strike number 2. An awkward spot there as it creeped over a glove, hit off of the gate, and caught Saunders in the process. Says she's all good. Malia Smith, the shortstop, out checking on her. Counts at 1-2. Stamper home to Flynn. Flynn lines this one out towards left field. Saunders twisting around, and one hops into the wall. Saunders throws into second, and Flynn dives in safely head first with a leadoff double in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Flynn had a long conversation with head coach Allie Lyerly heading into this inning, trying to be the one to kickstart something for Catawba that was held scoreless for the first time an inning ago against Stamper. But now another double for Catawba. Sets the table for Alexis Monroe. Pops the first pitch up into right field. Along the right field line, Mathena makes the grab. And Flynn holds firm over at second base. Tons of speed on Grace Flynn, the junior first-team all-conference infielder. Leads the South Atlantic Conference with 30 stolen bases. Catawba, one of the top base-running teams in the country. They're 0 for 1 on stolen bases this weekend and haven't had as many opportunities. As Brianna Gallagher steps in. First pitch to her. This is high above the letters on the home white uniforms for Catawba. Spells Catawba in red and block letters across the chest outlined in blue. Numbers on the front and the back to mirror the same design. 1-0. High and outside from Stamper, 2-0. Gallagher has proved why she's one of the most fearsome hitters, not only in the South Atlantic Conference, but also the region, and you could even go as far and say the country. 2 for 2, a couple of RBIs, had a solo home run her last time up. 2-0, a check swing from Gallagher that goes in play. Stamper picks it up, doesn't have a play, loses it for a moment, and now picks it back up. An excuse-me check swing from Brianna Gallagher gives her her 3rd hit. And Stamper now has let the first 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th. For all the praise that Michael Graves gives his star freshman pitcher, he says the one fault against Stamper is her defensive abilities. Says she's not the strongest fielding-wise, and so he'll come out to the circle and calm things down for his defense. Trying to figure things out after that awkward sequence. Now puts runners on the corners in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Grace Flynn with a double, now moves over to 3rd. And then the flyout of Monroe, and now the single of Gallagher. Puts 2 on with 1 away, and here comes Maddie Altiers. Catchers 0 for 4 this weekend with 3 strikeouts. Was 0 for 2 yesterday, down on 3 pitches against Stamper in both occasions. First pitch misses outside. Gallagher going with no contest down to second. Picks up the first stolen base of the weekend for Catawba, the 104th on the season. for the team from Salisbury, North Carolina.
Come on, Maddie.
Now both runners in scoring position against Altiers. The 1-0, Altiers pops it up center field. Martin creeps in, makes the catch. Tagging is Flynn, the throw to the plate. Cut off by Richards, and Flynn dives in safely. A productive out from Maddie Altiers cuts the deficit down to 3. Allie Lyerly greets her outside the dugout, saying good job for doing the smart thing, getting at least 1 run on a sac fly to center. Kayla Hartman now steps in. The first pitch to Hartman, jammed inside, pops it out of play, third base side.
I think the bullpen got it again. We're right behind, or on the other side of the bullpen, one of the others.
Gallagher still over at second. Didn't
Go
try
on,
to
Tiana, you got
tag
this,
up
on Tiana.
on last sequence. No 1 count against the lefty and Hartman. Pitch home, low it away, 1-1. Stamper looking for 1 more out and trying to hold Catawba to a single tally for the 4th time today. The 1-1. Hartman fouls it straight back, and a double doink off of the stanchion behind home plate. Hits one, hit the other.
Hey, please strike. 1 more.
Hurts me to say that as a Bears fan.
Go one right here, 1. You got this.
Here comes another 1-2. Skips in. Good snag by Richards.
Good stop, Andy. Good stop.
Moving to her left. Count goes to 2-2 with 2 away. Gallagher at second. A 7-4 Carson-Newman lead in the bottom of the 5th. Break even from Stamper. Hartman a chopper back up the middle. Winchester Field sets her feet. Goes to Hartman legging out an infield single, keeps the inning going and keeps the pressure on. And it brings the tying run to the plate, represented by Ada Prescott.
First baseman number 12, Ada Prescott.
Gallagher goes up to third. Hartman at first. Prescott in the lefty's batter's box. First pitch misses low. Count goes to 1-0.
Let's get him out. Let's get him out.
Wouldn't be shocked to see some motion from Hartman soon. The 1-0 misses high. Richards lost it for a moment. Fights through home plate umpire Lenny Fox and then picks it up, and Hartman stayed put over at first base. Count goes to 2-0. Prescott singled and scored in the second, then struck out in the 4th. 2-0. Cuts through on a breaking pitch from Stamper. 2-1. Prescott's strikeout was the first one for Stamper on this Sunday. Stamper gets her sign. Here comes a 2-1. Drops low, 3-1. The base is open. If Prescott were to work a walk, but it would put the tying run on the bases for Catawba. Trailing by 3 in the bottom of the 5th. Stamper needing to battle here in this at-bat. Here's the 3-1 to Prescott. Pops it up, and it drifts foul over top the Catawba dugout on the third base side. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away. Hartman at first, Gallagher at third, a tying run at the plate in Prescott. Payoff pitch from Stamper. Dropping to a knee and just catching the ever slightest piece of that pitch was Prescott.
Go, Auntiana. You got this, Auntiana. You in the
Keeps
net,
the
baby.
at-bat going. Pressure cooker moments in the postseason. Who's going to rise to the occasion? Stamper home on another 3-2. Prescott muscles one foul over top, or on top of the press box. And then back into the field of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. You can hear a pin drop in some of these moments. 3-2. Another foul ball from Prescott as she lifts it over top of home plate and out of play. Over top of the grandstand, pitch number 9 of the at-bat. On its way to Prescott.
Come on, Tiana, you got this. You're in the mitt, baby. You're in the mitt. Work hard, baby. Work hard. Pitch it in there.
Stamper home on a 3-2. Prescott ground ball to right field. Gallagher comes in to score. Hartman around second. She is out by a mile at third. Mathena with a laser to Grace Gregory ends the inning. But Catawba cuts the lead down to 2 on an RBI single from Ada Prescott. It's 7-5 Carson-Newman heading into the 6th inning here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owner's Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
First time this afternoon that Catawba puts up a crooked number with 2 runs in the 5th. And with Catawba being the home team, creates an awkward sequence here at the Vicky Kazee Hollowfield Softball Complex. The scoreboard for the bottom innings says Eagles. The Eagles are the away team here in the 2nd game of this SAC quarterfinal series.
Now catching for Catawba.
So if you were just looking at the scoreboard, you might be a little confused. As Grace Gregory leads off. First pitch to Gregory, lifts one high in the air, right center field. Hartman drifting back, it's off her glove and goes into the wall. Gregory turns around first, up into second. Grace Gregory can do no wrong. And it's a double for Gregory. She's 4 for 4 with 4 extra base hits.
Got 215 and 220. And I don't know if that's the same on 215 on that side or not, but yeah.
First pitch to Addie Saunders, fouled back on a bunt, and it's 0-1. For Grace Gregory, that puts her up to 12 total bases on this afternoon. That is the 2nd highest mark in program history, trailing just Bree Lockett, who had 13 against Bluefield State in 2015. 0-1. Bunt laid down by Saunders, picked up by Altier. She'll go to first. Saunders retired by a step. Gregory goes up to third. It's the first time that a Carson-Newman player has racked up over double-digit bases in a tournament game.
Now batting, the catcher, number 19, Anne-Marie Richards.
As Richards comes up to the plate, trying to push the lead back up to 3. A 7-5 advantage for Carson-Newman as Dakota Wilkins continues to work. First pitch swing, Richards lines one over the head of the left fielder Nixon. It drops into the wall. Gregory scores with ease. Richards motors into second. A 1-out RBI double. The 2nd RBI of the afternoon for Richards. And the lead pushes back up to 3. It's 8-5 in the top of the 6th inning. A pair of extra base hits for Carson-Newman here in the 6th inning. And Richards continues to tear the cover off the ball. Her 3rd hit brings up Lacey Keck with a runner in scoring position. First offering from Wilkins cements itself in the heart of the zone.
Come on, Lacey, base hit, baby, base hit scores.
Infield playing back against Keck in the lefty's batter's box. The 0-1 comes in low. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Keck, hard ground ball, straight to the 3rd. Picks it up and goes to first for out number 2. Richards has to hold, put over at second. Keck with a strong swing, but McCorkle playing tight to the line is able to make the play. So here comes Katie Mathena, who's 2 for 3.
Okay, bring her home. Good eye.
First offering is low. Also on the double from Gregory, her 3rd of the day, ties the highest mark in program history, along with 11 others. 1-0. Called strike to Mathena. Catches the outer part of the plate.
Base hit.
1-1 to Mathena.
Good eye.
Wilkins goes upstairs, misses high. 2-1.
Come on, Katie.
Here comes the 2-1. Mathena drives it into left field. Nixon tracking back, leaps up and makes the grab for out number 3. A little bit uncomfortable for Nixon, but she makes the play. Carson-Newman adds on to the lead. An RBI double from Anne-Marie Richards. It's 8-5 heading to the bottom of the 6th on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account, have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Bottom of the 6th inning, it's 8-5. Carson-Newman trying to punch its ticket to Hickory. Fans waiting patiently, even some dogs in attendance. As Emily Coffey goes after the first pitch, pops it up towards, looks to be a golden lab. Lands on the hill next to Davis Street. It's 0-1 against Coffey. Stamper comes home. Rise ball buzzes the tower of Coffey. She leans out of the way. And the count goes to 1-1. 7, 8, and 9 against Stamper. Both offenses have been on display. Just 3 goose eggs up on the scoreboard combined. The 1-1. Wave and miss from Coffey. It was late on the offering from Stamper. 1-2. Carson-Newman is held without a run in the 2nd and the 5th. Catawba's lone time without O'Talley in the bottom of the 4th. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Coffey can't lay off the rise ball, and Stamper starts the bottom half of the 6th with her 3rd strikeout. Now up to 10 total on the weekend across her 2 appearances for Stamper. Brings Jordan McCorkle to the plate. Double and a walk for McCorkle today. First pitch home. Fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. Win for Carson-Newman, and they'll face Anderson in the championship series next week, starting on Thursday in Hickory. The 0-1 sails high above the zone.
You got this. Work hard, baby. Work hard.
1-1. Top-seeded LR swept Emory and Henry, secured hosting rights Thursday to Saturday for championship, trying to pick up their 3rd straight SAC tournament title. 1-1 fouled away by McCorkle, and it's 1-2.
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
1 ball and 2 strikes against McCorkle. Stamper set at her right knee. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. McCorkle down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Stamper. Puts 2 away quickly in the bottom of the 6th inning. Stamper bouncing back from a 2-run 5th. Looks to get through Dakota Wilkins, who's been working in the circle for Catawba. 0 for 2. Wilkins goes after the first pitch. Bloops one into right center. Winchester goes back. It's over her head, and it nestles in front of Katie Mathena for a 2-out single. Turns it over to the top of the order with Grace Flynn, who was the Fire starter in the bottom of the 5th. Led off that inning with a double.
Go on, Tiana. You got this.
There's 1 for 3 total now after that double an inning ago for Flynn. Just 1 for 6 on the weekend. First pitch to Flynn, fouls it away. Here comes the 0-1. This is high.
Hey, let's go, kids.
Next pitch will be the 75th for Stamper on this sunny Sunday afternoon on the banks of Mossy Creek. 1-1. Flynn lifts it up and out of play on a pitch low in the zone. 4 strikeouts for Stamper. Looking to get through her 4th inning of work. Here comes a 1-2. Flynn fights it off.
Go on, Tiana. You got this.
Bottom of the 6th inning, an 8-5 lead for Carson-Newman. A win, and they're off to Hickory for a Thursday matchup with Anderson, joining the other top 3 seeds in the SAC tournament. The 1-2 misses inside. Snapping her legs back out of the way was Flynn. Squares the count to 2-2. Eagles win. LR, top seed in the SAC tournament, would face Lincoln Memorial. Bears have won the last 2 SAC tournaments. Here's a break even from Stamper. High and outside. The count goes full against Flynn. Just 2 hits allowed by Stamper yesterday. She surrendered 6 today. And was so good at retiring number 1 in white and Grace Flynn. Here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss! Stamper strikes out the side in the bottom of the 6th inning on a huge punch out to retire Flynn. Gives Stamper 5 strikeouts through 4 innings. We head into the 7th. 8-5, Carson-Newman in front. Looking for the win in Game 2 on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Top of the 7th inning, Reese Winchester leads off against Wilkins. Swings on the first offering and hammers one into right center field. A leadoff single for Reese Winchester. A 9-hitter wasting no time. Picks up her first hit.
There you go, Malia. It's your turn, baby.
Sets the table for the top of the order with Malia Smith. A worm burner from Winchester. Out of reach for a diving Alexis Monroe at second base, and Allie Lyerly has her lineup card out. Talking to home plate umpire Lenny Fox, and she's going to go back to the bullpen and bring out Game 1 starter Alex Backey, who had a complete game in Game 1. Was so stellar in the circle, going 6 innings, allowing just 5 hits, 2 runs. One of them earned a pair of strikeouts. And Lyerly understanding the importance of this inning and this contest to try and keep the season alive for Catawba. Dakota Wilkins will slot back into left field as Abby Nixon heads back to the dugout. 13th hit for Carson-Newman off the bat of Winchester, and so Backey will face 1, 2, and 3 in the Carson-Newman order, beginning with Malia Smith and then Abby Martin and Macaulay Bailey. Catawba needing to win this contest and the next one if they are to force a Game 3 to keep their season alive. Meanwhile, for Carson-Newman, trying to end the final home game of the season, final home event for Carson-Newman in the 2025-26 season with a win. And head off to Lenore Ryan for the SAC Championship Series. LR got through E&H with a pair of 1-run victories. Anderson dispatched Wingate in a decisive Game 3 yesterday, and LMU swept Mars Hill on a decisive 13-0 run rule in Game 2. So Backey heads back into the circle, climbs onto the rubber, and will face Malia Smith here in the top of the 7th inning. Reese Winchester on first after a leadoff single. Smith's first pitch she sees drops low from Backey, 1-0. Ready on lefty matchup against Smith. Here's the 1-0. Smith puts a bunt down, but it spins backwards for a foul ball. After yesterday's outing, Backey dropped her ERA to 4.23. Fell to 7-10 on the season with 107 2/3 innings of work. 1-1. Smith puts the bunt down. It's foul. Picked up by the catcher, Rachel Presley. Came in the last inning as a defensive sub. In place of Maddie Altiers.
Come on, baby, have fun, baby, have fun. Base hit.
72 strikeouts for Backey on the season. Opponents batting .288 against her. Here's a 1-2. This is high. Pops out of the glove of Presley, but Winchester doesn't risk trying to advance another 60 feet into scoring position. Count goes to 2-2.
Come on, baby, you got it, you got it. Base hit right here, baby, base hit. Have fun, baby, have fun.
Break even to Smith on the way.
There
Ground ball up the middle. kicks off the glove of a diving Monroe, stays on the infield, but it's another base hit from Aaliyah Smith, and the first two have reached for Carson-Newman in the top of the 7th inning. Brings up Abby Martin, and so Rachel Presley will go out to talk with.
Go, Abby! Bring him home, baby, bring him home. Base hit.
Abby Martin comes up in this spot. Presley calming down Backy. Pressure on as she tries to navigate two runners on the base paths. Martin's reached twice on a pair of walks. Pulls back on a bunt as this one misses down and in, and it's 1-0. Winchester at second, Smith at first. Martin in her final game at the Vicky Kazee Holyfield Softball Complex. Trying to end it on a high note. 1-0. This is high, 2-0. Martin begins a string of 3 seniors in Martin, Macaulay Bailey, and Grace Gregory in the heart of this Carson-Newman order. 2-0. Martin again off was showing bunt. Reeled back as it sailed high, and Backy's missed on the first 3 to Martin, who's already worked a pair of walks today.
All right, you know what to expect. You know what to expect. Let's go. You got this.
Here comes the 3-0 from Backy. Misses low. It's a 4-pitch walk to Abby Martin. Reaches base via a free pass for the 3rd time today. And it loads the bases for Macaulay Bailey.
Go, Mac!
Martin becomes the 3rd Eagle this season to work 3 walks in a contest. First since Katie Mathena did it against Coker on the 11th of April. And now Bailey steps in.
Come on, number 40.
Arrived together with Martin.
Come on, Mac.
Has been waiting for a moment like this. Goes after the first pitch. Chopper up the middle and into center. Winchester scores. Here comes Smith to the plate. Safely, a 2-run single from Macaulay Bailey. And the lead is up to 5. It's a 10-5 advantage for Carson-Newman in the top of the 7th. Much needed insurance for Carson-Newman. Just builds a stronger cushion for Atiana Stamper in the circle. The infield was in, and a high chopper bounded over the outstretched arm of Grace Quinn. And so here comes Grace Gregory, 4 for 4 with 4 extra base hits. Waves through the off speed from Backy. She wanted it badly. Cracks a smile to head coach Michael Graves.
You got it. Come on, Grace. Base hit, baby, base hit.
0-1 is the pitch on its way to Gregory. Painted outside. 0-2.
All right, battle now, baby, battle.
Gregory were to get a hit, she would become the 6th player in Carson-Newman history. Pick up 5 hits in a game. First since Macy Hughes in 2024. Also trying to set some more records. Here comes the 0-2. An off speed that is laced into left center field. It splits the gap and goes to the wall. Martin will score. Bailey stops at 3rd as Gregory doubles for the 4th time today, which is a Carson-Newman record. And she also sets the single game mark for the most total bases in a Carson-Newman contest with 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that double, Grace Gregory has reset the single game record for total bases in a game and the single game Carson-Newman record for doubles in a game.
Makes the lead 6 for Carson-Newman. It's 11-5. Grace Gregory has had it going today, and it started in the 1st inning with a no-doubt 3-run home run to right center field, and it's continued with 4 consecutive doubles. Carson-Newman closes this one out. I don't think there's any doubt in who the player of the game is, much like it was yesterday with Atiana Stamper, as Allie Lyerly goes out to talk with Backy. Yesterday, Carson-Newman struggled to get on against the right-hander, unlike what they did in first contest against them. And we're going to have a pinch runner for head coach Michael Graves. He's got his lineup card out talking to Lenny Fox. And he's going to go to Shelby Armstrong to replace Macaulay Bailey over at third. Grace Gregory will stay over at second as Macaulay Bailey exits to a round of applause. Graves given
Go Addie!
both confidence to Armstrong and giving her her instructions at third as Addie Saunders steps into the lefty's batter's box. First pitch is high from Backey, 1-0. When catching up with head coach Michael Graves ahead of today's contest, asked him what was different between the first and second time seeing Backey. He said, well, we didn't hit her off speed. Gregory waited on it and hammered it in that last at-bat. Here's the 1-0. Saunders, a bounding ball into center. Armstrong scores. 12-5. Carson-Newman leads it in the top of the seventh on an RBI single from Addie Saunders. Gregory goes up to third.
Go Annie!
And Carson-Newman started this game with 4 runs in the top of the first, and they add 4 more here in the top of the seventh.
Go Annie!
Breaking through against Backey.
Hey, 2-5, 2-5. 1-5-2.
Brings up Anne-Marie Richards. First pitch to her. She goes after it. Clubs it out in the left field. Wilkins is there. She makes the grab. Tagging from third goes Gregory. The throw to the plate is offline. And Gregory scores standing up. Greeted with a big hug from Malia Smith. As the lead blossoms up to 8. It's 13-5 in the top of the seventh. Addie Saunders took advantage on the sac fly. Moving up to second. Richards picks up her 4th RBI. As Lacey Keck steps in and takes the first pitch strike from Backey.
But see, it's sitting over there, the only thing you can't see.
Catawba cut the lead down to 2 in the bottom of the 5th. Carson-Newman has since erupted for 6 runs, pushing that advantage to 8. Keck waves through the off-speed from Backey and falls behind 0-2. Addie Saunders over at second. Just 1 out for Backey.
Come on, base hit, baby, base hit.
Their 2 lifted up onto Davis Street. A patron for Carson-Newman, unable to come up with it. Here comes the 0-2. This is high, 1-2.
Hey, fight, finish, Eddie. Finish strong. Let's go.
One-two. This is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 17 hits for Carson-Newman. It's the 3rd most this
Come on, Lacey,
season.
you got it, Lacey. Base hit, baby.
Finish.
Tying their mark against Catawba in Game 1 in Salisbury. Here's the 2-2. Keck, an infield pop-up towards the left side. Flynn moves over towards the line and makes the grab for out number 2.
Finish.
Now batting. Right fielder, number 4, Katie Mathena.
Go, Katie. Base hit, baby.
Finish.
Katie Mathena steps in with Addie Saunders at second and 2 away in the top of the 7th. Goes after the first pitch and fouls it away, 0-1. There's the 0-1. Mathena grounds it foul first base side, and the count goes to 0-2. And if Mathena were to get on, Carson-Newman would have batted around here. It began with a single from Reese Winchester. That started a sequence of
I don't remember, but anyway, I thought it had
first
up there,
six
no out.
reaching for Carson-Newman in this 7th inning.
I don't know.
Here's an 0-2 to Mathena. Line outside, 1-2. Carson-Newman with a massive lead. Trying to add on some more. Mathena has a runner in scoring position. Here comes the 1-2. Line shot into center field. Saunders motors around third. Comes in to score with no contest at home. An RBI single for Katie Mathena. Her second RBI. Third base hit. It's 14-5. Carson-Newman with 6 runs. And the top of the 7th. 18 hits.
Maurice! Maurice,
Ties the second highest mark this season, and it's tied for 12th all-time for the most hits in a single game by Carson-Newman as Winchester takes the first pitch strike.
All right, you saw it, you're ready. Come on, Reese.
Most hits in a game for Carson-Newman, 26 in 1996 against Belmont Abbey. The 0-1 to Winchester. Takes outside, squares the count to 1-1. Winchester's the lone hitter that Backey has not faced in this inning. It was Dakota Wilkins that gave up a skittering base hit by Winchester to kickstart this inning. 1-1. Foul tip by Winchester, squeezed by Presley. Count goes to 1-2. Ray is down third base side. He's got to be impressed with his offensive output the back half of this game. Chatting with one of the Catawba players. 1-2s. Line outside, 2-2.
Come on, Reese, you got this, Reese. Base hit, baby. Battle now, battle.
Catawba trailing by 9, and it's fallen quiet in the third base dugout. As the 2-2 into Winchester, pulls it foul down the third base side. There's Allie Lyerly and her squad staring down the barrel of a 9-run deficit. Had a tall task today, regardless. They need to win 2 games to advance to championship weekend and have to get back into the SAC tournament after missing last season. Trying to find some positives to carry to next season. The 2-2 from Backey. Zips up above the zone. Count goes full against Winchester, trying to extend this inning. 6 runs for Carson-Newman. Popped up right in front of the circle. Backey called off by McCorkle, the third baseman. She makes the grab, and the inning is over. Carson-Newman, 6 runs, and Grace Gregory cements herself into the record books. Eagles look for 3 more outs and is head into championship weekend when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Carson-Newman 3 outs away from heading to championship weekend in the SAC tournament. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Catawba against Atiana Stamper here in the bottom of the 7th. Stamper home on the first pitch to Monroe, and she stamps it in the heart of the zone. 0-1. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. So glad you could join me on this Sunday. 6 runs for the Eagles in the top of the 7th. Pushes the advantage up to 9 against Catawba. The 0-1. This is upstairs, 1-1. Monroe 1 for 2. Doubled back in the bottom of the first. Since then, a pair of flyouts. Stamper with 5 strikeouts through 4 innings, continuing a stellar weekend in the circle. 1-1, Monroe pops it up, shallow left center field. Smith, the shortstop, drifts onto the outfield turf and makes the grab for out number 1. And now it brings the senior, Brianna Gallagher, to the plate. Center fielder has been one of the best hitters in the South Atlantic Conference, the Southeast region, and the country since arriving in Salisbury, and has turned into likely the best hitter that Catawba's had as she takes the first pitch ball inside 1-0. She's 3 for 3 today. RBI double, a home run. Singled her last time up, picked up an RBI yesterday. Here's the 1-0. Stamper finds the zone on the inside corner, 1-1. There's the Sacks Player of the Year last year, an All-American. One. Gallagher hammers it center field and out of here. Second time Gallagher leaves the yard today, and that ball got out of here in a hurry. And what could be the final hit in her tremendous career is a solo home run. She's got tears in her eyes as she heads home. Brings the lead down to 8. It's 14-6. Second long ball today for Gallagher, greeted by all her teammates.
You got it, Matt.
And if it is the last time for Brianna Gallagher, what a career it was, and hard to drop a better way to end your last at-bat than going deep again as Maddie Altier swings at the first pitch, lifts it into right center field. Mathena retires Altiers, puts 2 away, and the Eagles are 1 out away from heading back to the SAC Championship Series, trying to win their first SAC tournament since 2018. Trying to put all 4 of the top seeds from the South Atlantic Conference tournament as Michaela Hartman steps in, takes the first pitch strike at the bottom rail. This Carson-Newman team has found different ways to win throughout the year. The 0-1. This is outside 1-1. And after winning a pitcher's duel yesterday, the offense for both sides kicked into a new gear, but for Carson-Newman it found a higher gear than Catawba's. The 1-1, muscled foul third base side, Stamper, and the Eagles 1 strike away from booking a trip to Hickory. LR has won the last 2 SAC tournaments, but recent history has not favored the regular season champs in the SAC tournament. Here comes the 1-2. Grounded foul third base side. And they'll do it all over again. Last regular season champion in the South Atlantic Conference to win conference tournament, 2018. And Carson-Newman did it. So the focus shifts back to the circle with Stamper looking for 1 more strike. Popped up, shallow center. Martin's there. Check, please. The Eagles sweep Catawba and are off to the SAC Championship Series, where they'll face Anderson in round 1. 14-6, the final. The Eagles close out their home games in 2026 with another win. So the stage is set for next weekend and Thursday as Carson-Newman takes on Anderson. Top seed LR will face Lincoln Memorial, and Catawba's season comes to a close. They finished the year 26-25. Didn't have an answer for Atiana Stamper in the circle, and today in the batter's box, it was Grace Gregory who tied the NCAA record for 4 doubles in a game. It started with a 3-run shot in the first. Got the offense going, made it 4-0 Carson-Newman, and then continued it with 4 consecutive doubles, a ground rule double in the third, another double in the fourth that was nearly an outstanding diving grab from Abby Nixon, and then 2 more doubles. One in the sixth that Kayla Hartman had to make a long charge over for and couldn't hold on to it. And then her Carson-Newman program record-breaking double in the seventh, ties most doubles in a game in NCAA history, most recently by Reese Snipes from Flagler. In 2025, Atiana Stamper, stellar in the circle once again. 5 strikeouts. Catawba got to her a bit more, but her offense had her back. As the Eagles win it 14-6, they take both games from Catawba, close out the final home event at Carson-Newman in 2025-26. And we'll head off to Hickory. 39 wins now on the season. They'll face Anderson on Thursday. Special thanks to anyone that tuned in at any point this season, and to our entire crew. Ian Johnson on replay, Jay the Ragamuffin West, the director, and our camera operators, Molly Buckowitz, Will Humphreys, and the pinch hitter on camera today, Andrew Rogers, helping us out. I'll see you in Hickory on Thursday. Looking for more content from the Eagle Sports Network. They'll be covering the South Atlantic Conference Championship Series in baseball in North Carolina. So Thursday, I'm Matt Scalzo saying so long from the Vicky Kazee Hollyfield Softball Complex. Eagles win it 14-6.